All right. Well, we have to make a little bit of a correction. There's a little bit of a major faux pas by my opponent, and the only reason I noticed it is, like I said, I've really been busy, and I've just kind of been making moves. Usually, when I make moves, I go over and make sure everything was done right, but something wasn't done right. It really has a major impact on the game. And right now, you can see here, I marked all these units here out of supply because of his supposed capture of Vitabisk. But his unit was up here in the woods. And I guess he didn't even think about this marsh unit here, but he can't move here because that would have been of reaction movement by my unit right there, and I would have reacted to stop him from heading on down here to the city. So this marsh right here, we'll look underneath here. Marshes, the weather was fair, but a marsh costs 3 movement factors to move through. And there's no way that his 27th Army could have got down there to Vitabisk. He would have had to have gone here, which is 3 movement factors, and then he'll have to choose one of these here. So I sent my vlog and told him that I checked it out and there was no way. I wanted to make sure that his spot was right there, and he's going to go ahead and confirm that it was, but there's no way he could have got down here to Vitabisk. This would have been 3 movement factors and then 4 right here. So he's going to be able to take that on over. I'm going to go ahead and remove. You can see me do it right now. I'm removing all these out of supply markers. I'll have to check the supply status because some of these still might be out of supply. But let me see here. We're doing this live as it's happening. But you can see I was using my near supply source as this hex right here with him capturing Vitabisk and cutting off all this supply line. This railroad line goes all the way up to here. Now with him not being able to get there, that null and voids all the supply. But some of these guys still might be out of supply. So let me recheck the supply lines. But as far as it goes, yeah, that move was illegal and he could not have captured the city. We'll be back with the correction. Okay, we're back with the correction. And his movement is not going to happen. He's just going to go ahead and keep his unit there in the forest instead of moving him down. And I'm working on supply lines here. This unit here can trace it. Now the near supply line now will be this hex right here with him not capturing Vitabisk. So everything's all changed, which is fine. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This unit here is still going to be out of supply. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's still. So let me go ahead and change the supply status on these. We'll be right back. All right, now we are back with the corrected out of supply status of my forces, and I knew some of these were going to be out of supply. So instead of all of these being out of supply, with him thinking he captured the city, that changes a lot of things. So I'm glad I went ahead. I didn't even notice that. I mean, he said he captured it, and I went ahead and looked, and he said he just forgot. So things happen. I'm glad I corrected that because that was a major correction. So let me go ahead and update the vlog, and I'll look up. Easy for me to say. I'll update this to YouTube and get you caught up on the game. But that's the latest look, and we are going on to the preparation phase. The die roll for the weather was a 1. And when that modifies up to everything, it comes out to this. Current weather in the Arctic zone is going to be wet for this month. Current weather in central and south will be fair. So a 1 was a pretty good roll, but when I added a +1 for the Arctic weather, it went into the wet zone. So good roll in the weather, and we'll take full advantage. We will be back with some more Russian front.